Zombie debt reassignment. This is the only proper way to accomplish this method. Zombie trade lines do not have to be originated. They already exist and are already posted to the credit bureaus. They are charged off debts out of statute of limitations. Non-payment activity cannot be reported to the credit bureaus unless the account is reaged. Creditors cannot take legal action like suing, paycheck garnishment, or liening your bank account. However, there is nothing to prevent them from trying to collect. Zombie debt buyers buy portfolios with hundreds or even thousands of single trade line accounts. You may ask, why would anyone buy debts that they cannot sue for payment or report delinquency to the credit bureaus? The reason is there are debt buyers that specialize in reaging these debts and then allowing a new primary account holder to assume the trade line in order to increase their credit scores. Another thing is they resell them as reaged active accounts, which are worth much more on the market. There has been much false information describing the process of zombie debt reassignment. They tell you to buy a zombie debt. Forgive the debt. Then send a letter to the credit bureaus and it will be posted to your credit file as a paid-off account. This advice is absolutely false. First, buying a debt makes you the creditor, not the account holder. Forgiving the debt releases the account holder from the debt owed, not you. Second, credit bureaus cannot post anything to a credit file, only a creditor can post to a credit file. And there is no e-Oscar code for any such letter. And no unpaid debt will ever be reported as paid off. Debt trade line accounts are sold in portfolios only. You really cannot buy a single zombie debt. Would you buy an entire portfolio costing thousands of dollars, just to get one or two trade lines? Even if you could, how are you going to report to the credit bureaus? You must have a data furnishers account with all three bureaus. And the required Metro 2 software. Another fact. Buying a debt makes you the creditor, not the primary account holder. You must be the primary account holder in order for the account to be reported to your credit file. Again, do not buy a trade line, you must assume the account. The proper way is to first contact a trade line owner who already owns trade line portfolios and has a data furnishers account with all three bureaus. The next step is for you to assume the trade line. This makes you the new primary account holder. This is done with a simple subrogation agreement, also known as an assumption agreement. As the new primary account holder, the trade line can now be reported to the credit bureaus. Your account will start off with no derogatory information. The bad credit history will stay on the original account holder's credit file. Next, the trade line is reaged. This restarts the statute of limitations and makes the account active again for 7 more years. This is done by making a small payment on the trade line. You want a decent credit limit account around $10,000. Many times there is a high balance still due on the account. You do not want to be obligated for this high amount. Say the balance due is $3,000. The creditor reduces the balance to around $300 or $400. This is done with a novation clause in the assumption agreement. Now you have a $10,000 trade line for around $300. In order for the credit scoring model to calculate and increase your credit score, the FICO scoring algorithm need to see some on-time monthly payments on the account. Funds must change hands and be recorded before any payment activity can be reported on the account. This can be done automatically by recycling the monthly payments. This makes your monthly cost only 12%, or in this case $12. So if you made a $100 monthly payment, $12 covers administration costs and $88 is recycled and is applied towards the next monthly payment. To accomplish these steps, you need a portfolio owner who has data furnisher accounts with the 3 top credit bureaus, and one that knows how to do the process and will work with you. It also helpful to update the personal and contact information on your credit file and increase your online presence. The fact is that any debt can be assumed, like houses, buildings, autos, commercial and government debt, basically anything that money is owed on. It is done thousands of times every day. All that is required is an original account holder who wants to give up the account, a new account holder that wants to assume the trade line, and approval of the creditor. If you are interested, contact us at allbudgetservices@gmail.com.